on Wild 94.1.
All right, this morning's confession comes from Janice. Janice writes, Dear Freak Show, talk about unexpected battles. I found a vape in between my couch cushions in our living room, which exploded our household. My 15-year-old son said that it was not his. We found out that it wasn't. It was his friend's, which says he was giving us the truth, but he didn't tell us. What he didn't tell us was that he borrowed it from said friend because he also uses it a lot. I have one older son who has never smoked cigarettes or did any vaping, so this is mind-blowing to have a high school freshman bringing it into my house. He's, of course, grounded, and that's even over this upcoming break. But if I don't get ahead of this, he'll be right back in school with all of these things around him. I don't know where to begin for that type of fix. Are we talking counseling? Do I need to yank my son out and do homeschooling? Do I just need to lock him away because I'm livid about this entire thing? I listen every morning and would love to hear your take on how to move forward. Thank you, Janice Clear. Okay.
All right, this is a hard one because we still don't know the long-term effects of vaping, and we're finding out how dangerous it is in real time.
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
but so many people think because it's kiddie, it's fruity, it's like the way they
like candy,
the way
tasting.
they mask it as candies and stuff like that, that it's not as bad. I don't know what it does, but I do know what I've heard, and what I've heard is that it's inhaling bad stuff for your lungs. That's what I've heard. And I mean, and all smoke does that, but I've heard that there's some sort of metallic that is being taken in when you vape. So people think that it's like, it's just mist. But it's not. It's more dangerous in the long run. I've definitely heard it from folks that do a lot of rapping and singing that it's a deterrent for that, because your voice, like it does really, it cakes up like in your voice and makes you have a lot of phlegm and whatever else. And smoking traditionally does too. So I think that it should be treated the same as that. I don't know what the age group is for it, but if you're 15, I know that doesn't. I mean, even I think cigarettes might be 16,
yeah,
or something. So, I mean, if you're talking about somebody who's younger, I think that you need to exude your parental kind of force and say, hey, not in my house. You're not going to be able to do it. You're going to be losing your gaming privileges and all that stuff that you talk about for grounding. And then educate them, because back in the day, it used to be you catch a kid smoking a cigarette, you kind of made him smoke the whole pack, so he would hate it. And that was like way back when my dad was a kid. Like if you
make you smoke the whole,
they make you
pack
smoke the whole
once.
thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and that probably created more smokers than not. So I wouldn't say go that route. But we can pose it to the parents out there. If you catch your kid doing that kind of thing, how do you get them out of it? Have you been able to get them out of it? I mean, that'd be a great look. Freak Show, Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. We got texts coming in. Apparently, this is rampant right now out of the A13. It says, I have custody of my 14-year-old nephew, and I am dealing with the same exact thing with the vape. I took a vape away from him, and then the last 5 days, he's come home from school with 4 different vapes. I take the vape, I run water in it right in front of him. I put it in the garbage. Other than that, I don't know what to do because I've been battling it for months. Please help me out.
Wow. I got 2 texts here. One, the smoking age has actually gone up to 21 plus. That's news to me. I had no idea about that.
That's good.
And then out of the 813, we went through this same thing, changed our son's school, and it got even worse. We ended up putting him back in homeschool for 10th and tried again this year. And yeah, it's the same thing. We feel so defeated as parents. In high school, they are vaping, doing edibles, and even mushrooms. It's so bad all over Hillsborough County.
All right, let's see here. I got Amanda in Land O'Lakes. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. We have nothing. So if you got something to add for Janice, please feel free.
I'm not sure how to help her either because I feel defeated also. My son is not doing the nicotine vape. He's doing the marijuana vape.
How old is your son?
He's 15, about to be 16.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And this is, a lot of his friends have it. I mean, you got to think marijuana is legal, not legal, but it's, you can get a card for it now.
But you
so
can't get it at 15, though. You can't get it at, like, at that age.
No, but you have parents. You have parents who have this stuff, and the kids are sneaking and getting it, especially the parents that are not paying attention to their kids doing this stuff.
Wow.
So you have the parents who are getting this weed vape, and the kids are stealing it, and they're using it.
So when you, I'm sorry, I don't want to make you go too deep into it, but when you get into it with your son and find out that he's doing this and you take it away, I mean, after a parent says no.
Take it away was the simple fact. I am a little on a stricter side of a parent, so I took a hammer and I smashed each one of them. He had 3 of them at one point. I smashed each one of them in front of him outside. I literally destroyed his room just so I can see if there was any more. I took his PlayStation, I took his phone, I took his TV, I took his computer. I went as far as taking him out of school and homeschooling. The homeschooling, it was working. He was doing really well. So I figured this year I would put him back into a school. So I moved him to a different school. He's not allowed to hang out with those friends anymore. But, you know, my kid's 15, so I'm giving him leeway to go to parties. You know, he went to a Halloween party. The said friend that he got it from showed up, and I popped a random drug test on him.
Oh, wow. And he didn't.
So, I mean,
wow.
No, there's just, I feel defeated as a parent also, and I'm not sure how to go about this.
No, I get it.
But there are more parents out there dealing with this than we actually think.
There's so many people who are texting in that they're feeling your pain because they're going through the same thing. So I do appreciate that, Amanda. Wow, this is
what happened to like the scared straight tactic where you give them like the health risk and everything that you could do?
Kids are not as scared now because I mean, scared straight only worked because you thought somebody was going to kill you in there, and they, you know, now they've seen enough on documentaries and stuff to know that the kids they can't touch you. You know what I'm saying? They know the rules now. It's too much.
But like popcorn lung, all these things, like all the things that these kids are getting and hurting themselves with, I feel like that should be reason enough why they should stop.
Let's see. I got Robert on the phone. Hey, Robert, what's going on this morning?
Oh, not too bad. How you guys doing?
We're good. I mean, we're better than this situation. We're just trying to find some sort of way to land this on the right side. What do you got?
Well, there is a website out there, and this is just coming from the education side of it, because my children are older, thank God. I didn't have to deal with this vaping thing, but I have friends that have younger children that are in their teens, 13 through 17, and they're having to deal with it. And there is a website out there that teaches them and shows them the effects of what the vaping is doing and what it's done to some of the younger generation, that is out there, that it's getting affected by it, because it's not just the metallics and the things that are, metal that are in it, but it's also water. You're introducing water to your lungs, and there have been people that have known to have drowned from their vapes. Yeah,
I mean, somebody just sent us actual, which is Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist, has something here that I think is speaking to the exact same thing, Robert. So let me play this for the people and see what this has to say. Hold on.
Vaping is not what you think it is. If you think you're inhaling harmless vapor, you are wrong. You are breathing a superheated chemical cocktail directly into the most sensitive tissue in your body. Vapes don't produce vapor. They are miniature chemical reactors in your pocket. They release heat, a cocktail of propylene glycol, the stuff in smoke machines, and flavor molecules, turning it into a hot, sticky aerosol. It's closer to inhaling warm body spray than water. But here's the scariest part. The vape industry is terrifyingly unregulated. We have almost no idea what's actually in the juice. And when that metal coil heats up, the chemicals transform. They break down and merge, creating entirely new, unknown toxic compounds that have most likely never actually been studied. Flavor flavoring safe to eat can become lethal when inhaled. It gets worse. The coil itself disintegrates, shedding nanoparticles of toxic heavy metals, lead, chromium, and nickel directly into your lungs. And nickel is known to cause cancer when inhaled. So the next time you take a puff of that vape, remember the dangers it poses.
Okay, so I remember I said metal. I thought it was just in the mist, but okay, so apparently the coil or whatever that you got that's burning breaks apart, and you bringing that into your system too. So now you're talking cancer. You're talking, he said edible, something that's edible when you inhale it, it takes on a different, path. So I mean, this is probably one of the smartest guys out there in the world. Like, this is one of the serious, rocket scientists.
Yeah, we look at him for information about the world and history. And the universe and everything like that. And for him to tell us this information, this is all science. This is all proven.
This says my 16-year-old stepson's car broke down. When I went to pick it up, the car smelled like nothing but weed. Star football player, a list of colleges after him, and he's ready to screw it up riding around South St. Pete smoking weed. I mean, listen, somebody just said what happened to Dare. First of all, I don't think Dare was that great, but it was definitely like the say no to drugs thing for Reagan and whatever. It was a public promotion, but it wasn't as effective. But a lot of people are saying ass whoopings, threaten them that you would put them out. The kids now don't care. I think they know that you have limitations on what you can do, and then they also know that you have limitations on what your heart will allow to do. So they're open to try you. And I know you're not going to put your kid out because you don't want them out there in the belly of the beast of what's bringing all of the drama in the first place. A lot of people are saying the drug testing. There are other folks that are saying there are chemical programs that you can get your kid into where they can learn more, I guess, about what Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about, at least the detriment that vaping is going to. Because, I think they sell it so heavily that it's harmless, or that it's candy-based, or that it's, not as bad as smoking and the tobacco options or whatever. So I think that all of that should basically be off of education. They should learn what they're doing to themselves, their voices, their lungs, their respiratory system, and everything else. And if we got to bury them in information, then we just bury them in information.
You got to educate them, and that's the thing, man. Unregulated things, what you're putting into your body, you don't know what you're doing. And again, the long-term effects of it that we still don't know about, we're finding out now. So
Phoenix House is mentioned. It's a teen substance abuse program for anybody who's out there. It says Phoenix House. My son is very good. He is a very good kid, but I've always told him that the day that I can't control you and the day that you get out of hand and no longer listen to me, you're off to military school.
Would that help?
I don't think they let you vape in military school. So
no, they don't let you smoke at all.
That's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, then let's shave them all up and send them on. Let's go.
Some people are saying chemical dependency programs. There's some websites, nicotine. I'm trying to look up more information. THC vapes. So of course he tested positive. But what about those people with nicotine? How do drug tests?
I think you. Not even drug tests. I think you, as far as the vaping process of what was just explained, I think that's more important. This says my 12-year-old sixth grader was stealing vapes. I got her a behavioral therapist, and it helped. So maybe behavior therapist is the way. All of these options are, great, but I think the communication with your kid about, hey, these things can happen to you, and then make them maybe even volunteer at somewhere where these people are going through that. Maybe American Cancer Society, or wherever, maybe in one of the units in the hospital where they have people who have breathing issues. The lady we pick on all the time, who is doing,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That whole thing on the commercial. How many people used to turn off that commercial because it used to scare, it used to just tear them up to see that lady, hey, it's Mary, man. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly the exact commercial. That commercial, about,
it was it was a lot. So if that can be a scary thing, then imagine having to go in there and take care of her as a volunteer. Maybe that'll wake you up.
There's a government website. There's one called smokefree.gov that can help teens, and Smoke Free Vet, and also just Smoke Free. These are all websites that you can go to not only educate yourself, but also help you figure out ways that how they can quit.
Hopefully that information helps, because we tried to pull as much as we can, because this is one of them that we were not prepared for. So let's get moving.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support, like, share, subscribe.